What really caused one of the greatest footballers of all time to walk away from one of the biggest clubs in the world? When Cristiano Ronaldo returned to Manchester United, it felt like a perfect ending to a legendary story. Fans were celebrating, the football world was watching, and everything pointed toward a fairy tale comeback. But just months later, everything collapsed. Tension inside the club, frustration on the pitch, and one interview that changed everything overnight. So what really happened behind the scenes? And why did it all fall apart so quickly? Let's get into the full story. Before we continue, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more real football stories. Fame secrets revealed. When Cristiano Ronaldo made his return to Manchester United, it wasn't just another transfer. It was emotional. It was historic. And for many fans, it felt like unfinished business finally coming full circle. Ronaldo had already built his legacy at the club years before. He had won trophies, delivered unforgettable moments, and established himself as one of the greatest players in football history. So when the news broke that he was coming back, expectations instantly skyrocketed. Fans believed this was the moment Manchester United would return to the top. And at the beginning, it looked like they might be right. Ronaldo was scoring goals, delivering important performances, and reminding everyone why he was still considered one of the most dangerous players in the game. But while fans saw the goals and celebrations, they didn't see what was happening behind the scenes. Because even during those early moments, small cracks were already starting to form. As the season continued, things became more complicated. Manchester United struggled with consistency. Results didn't match expectations, and the team often looked disconnected on the pitch. There were changes in management, changes in tactics, and different ideas about how the team should play. For a player like Ronaldo, who is known for discipline and high standards, this created frustration. He wasn't just focused on scoring goals. He wanted the team to compete at the highest level. But from his perspective, things weren't working the way they should. At the same time, the club was going through a transition period. They were rebuilding, adjusting, and trying to find a clear direction. And when a club is in that kind of phase, tensions can naturally rise, because expectations don't always match reality. And that's exactly what started happening. As months passed, the situation became more noticeable. Ronaldo was no longer starting every game. He was spending more time on the bench, something fans weren't used to seeing. For a player of his level and reputation, this raised serious questions. Was it a tactical decision? Was it part of a long-term plan? Or was something deeper happening behind the scenes? At the same time, reports suggested growing tension between Ronaldo and the club. Expectations on both sides were different. Communication may not have been clear, and frustration continued to build. From Ronaldo's perspective, he still believed he could perform at the highest level. From the club's perspective, they were moving in a different direction. And when those two visions don't align, conflict becomes almost inevitable. If you're still watching, take a second to like the video and subscribe. Fame secrets revealed. Then came the moment that changed everything. Cristiano Ronaldo gave a public interview and openly shared his perspective. He spoke about his experience, his frustrations, and how he felt about the situation. The interview spread instantly across the world. Fans reacted, media reacted, and analysts shared their opinions. Some supported Ronaldo, saying he was simply being honest. Others believed the situation should have stayed private. But regardless of opinion, one thing was clear. There was no going back after that. This wasn't just a disagreement anymore. Everything was now public. And once a situation reaches that level, it becomes very difficult to fix. After the interview, things moved quickly. The relationship between Cristiano Ronaldo and Manchester United reached its breaking point. And soon after, both sides officially agreed to part ways. A return that once felt like a dream ended in a way no one expected. For fans, it was shocking. For the football world, it became one of the biggest stories of the year. And for Ronaldo, it marked the end of a major chapter in his career. But beyond the headlines, this story is about something deeper. It's about expectations, communication, and timing. Cristiano Ronaldo's return was built on history and emotion, but football is always evolving. Clubs change, systems change, and sometimes even the biggest names and biggest teams don't align the way people expect. That doesn't erase what Ronaldo achieved, and it doesn't define his entire legacy. It simply shows that even legends face challenges. And even at the highest level, things don't always go according to plan. In the end, this wasn't just about one interview or one disagreement. It was a series of moments that slowly led to a breaking point. And it reminds us of something important. Even the greatest players in the world face setbacks. They face pressure, difficult decisions, and moments where things don't go their way. But those moments are also part of their story. Because sometimes endings aren't failures. They're just the start of something new. If you enjoyed this video and want more deep football stories like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Fame Secrets Revealed.